Hey, everybody. In addition to accessing our alternate Sunday episodes as well as the Thursday sessions as soon as they are released by subbing to our Black Kluge tier on Patreon, we're also pleased to announce that individual episodes will be available for purchase going forward at a cost of $3 per episode.
You know, nowadays, because there are podcasts and everybody's podcasting and on the radio, everybody now thinks they know how to do radio, they know how to do talk, they know how to do... But you've never gone on a radio station and had to get ratings. It's nonsense what you're doing, sitting in your house with your podcast. Don't listen to the noise of the internet. If I listen to the morons who sit and comment on my show, they don't know what's in my brain. They haven't had a career for over 40 years. They don't have a clue. They're sitting at home living with their parents in a basement somewhere writing about me. Use your fucking head.
I mean, I guess it's good for people who just want to be on the radio, but there were a lot of really bad broadcasters who got weeded out by the system. Now they don't get weeded out anymore.
Oh, no.
If they've got 10 listeners, they're happy with it, and they do these shows, and they get their friends to come on.
I've been doing this a long time. I'm somewhat jaded, I guess. You know,
Jaded in what sense?
in the sense that I'm no longer captivated by the microphone now that everyone has one in their basement. So, you know, the idea of, you know, everybody having access to my job is a little annoying and doesn't exactly get me. I wasn't excited about the job beforehand, and now I'm really not excited. The medium was supposed to be just for a select few people who get on radio stations. What's happened is now everybody has access, and I don't like it. I mean, it's just annoying. Used to be special being on the radio. Now I'm just a douche. I literally go to parties and I'll meet some woman there. She go, "What do you do?" I go, "I'm on the radio." There she goes, "Oh, I have a radio show." It's so fucking annoying. I can't even tell you. Those guys, you know, which gets me crazy because I spent that entire career in radio for nothing. I should have just been broadcasting out of my house all this time. You see, Haktua got a podcast.
I can't imagine what that's going to be about.
I got a tape I can play of where she's entering her studio, and it's going to annoy the fuck out of you because it took us 40 years to get a great studio, and Haktua appears to have a better studio than we do. You know, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, you have a radio show? I just interviewed the Vice President, Kamala Harris." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I did too. I did it in my bedroom."
Yeah, I did
Oh really?
too.
Okay.
Call Me Daddy's my show. Right.
Yeah. I just did it on Call Me Daddy. What is that? Everywhere I went, they were like, "Heard you on what was that show I did this summer?" With the three guys.
Smartless?
Smartly
Yeah.
go, "Heard you on Smartless." I go, "Smartless?"
Welcome, ladies and gents, to QF, a podcast about Howard Stern. I'm Fillmore, a.k.a. Jim Fix, and with me for the newest breakdown of 2026, unfortunately, because he has taken an extra extension and he'll be doing Mondays and Tuesdays, is Miss Raven Alexis. How are you, my dear?
Hi, Fillmore. Hi, chat.
Mhm.
I'm doing great. I have 1/3 less work to do now because of the predicted schedule that I called was 2 out of 3 days and all Wednesdays off.
Yep.
Some Tuesdays off, probably.
Amazing.
So he's been very vague, but he finally nailed down that he would. On Monday, he said he was only doing Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And the same for next week. But he didn't go beyond that. And he said things may change, which I have all the clips, so we'll hear his wording. But it's all very suspect, and, you know, we get what we get.
That's right. Get your bets in, and we'll all invite your thoughts in the comments in terms of what you think it's going to entail, in terms of when he's going to take more time off. And certainly they're going to give him more weeks off, actually, because they just want, they're just... You know, it's like that line De Niro had in the Don Rickles roast. He said, "Incidentally, Don, dead is also the average age of your fans." so that's the kind of audience they think they have with him, and they're not wrong. So the first clip, guys, is called Jelly Beaning.
I wish they'd suspend me around here. I just signed a new contract. I'm waiting for them to suspend me.
He's not lying.
God, I woke up this morning and go,
He would love for them to suspend him and pay him at the same time.
And pay him, right?
Yeah.
what the fuck? I had the opportunity to leave.
and I didn't take it. And I told
You never anticipate that feeling.
Well, we are cutting back our schedule. I'm happy about that because let's face it, I deserve some time to smell the roses. Evidently not all the time.
So a 3-day, sometimes occasionally 3-day work week was too much for him, of course.
Yeah, and still summer's off, guaranteed. Probably more weeks, but I will be keeping track of the shows on a calendar this year. That way we can track it with the new contract and see where we're heading in the years that come. But who knows? It might go down to 1 day a week.
It could be.
And that's between him and Jennifer Witz right now.
A lot of people have predicted that on Reddit. They think it's just like going to be an interview show once a week, that kind of thing, and that'll be it. Or maybe even a longer, some days when it's not Monday and Tuesday, it'll be Monday, but a longer show, like an extra hour or something, which isn't an extra at all. So,
he's been watching the clock, and, Monday he was out at 10 o'clock sharp.
Yeah.
So, Tuesday went a couple minutes longer, not much, but I think that was just to cover because he was under 3 hours on Monday.
I think,
and with the commercials, his 79 brain forgets that he's got to make up for that time because it's not actual show time.
Yeah.
But, I woke up, I was like, oh, fuck. I was really enjoying vacation. Every day could be vacation. I'm entitled. I'm past retirement age.
What is retirement age these days?
65.
It's being extended.
Okay, for fuck's sake. So just quit, asshole. But I wish he did say it a couple times, something like, I can't quit. I can't, what am I going to do? Beth is going to, she wants me working, whatever. She wants you working because you won't shut the fuck up. And to have you there, if she doesn't have those hours to just get away from him, she's going to go nuts.
Also, they need the invites to all the A-list parties and dinners and access to all these friends of theirs, so-called, that if he didn't have the show, he's probably afraid he wouldn't get. And he needs somewhere to go rant, to fight with tapes.
Oh, yeah.
And give his opinion because apparently he's got, like he's always said, an empty hole that he can't fill of need.
Next one, guys, weight of the wig.
And then, I know you got some guys out there, they're like, guys I know who are now podcasting, they go, I don't know why you wouldn't resign. It's so much fun. I'm like, because you don't have any pressure. Whether anyone listens to your dopey podcast or not is irrelevant.
Same with you.
Well,
I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders, you dick.
Yeah.
He has no rating system that we know of.
No.
And he's going to get his money no matter who listens, no matter how many people there are.
Didn't he say that himself, like, I'm going to say 15 years ago when he goes, and I put it in the intro, like, you don't need any ratings here. He goes, it's a joke. It doesn't matter if you get ratings here, it's serious. And he's right. If he's got a contract and he has to be paid, he'll be paid while he's still alive and still goes into work, he will get paid, whether he has one listener or 50,000 or 1,000 or any number.
Exactly. It's regardless of any of that.
And hence the disdain for the live reads, because I don't think he's getting a piece of those anymore.
Well, they're still doing Hyundai, but it's not Gary doing it.
No.
So I don't know if he still has the cars. Maybe the lease was up at the end of the year.
Could be.
And so he puts as little effort as possible into that. And we've had a lot of plugs disguised as guess what I started watching this weekend. Yeah. And then I clipped him, so we'll get into it. Yep. There's 2 things at least that he mentioned this week.
Okay.
We actually have to generate money. Fucker. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun if you don't care if anyone listens. If your show sucks and nobody cares. You do a bad show, what do they care? Anyway, I'm full of regret, but that.
Okay, and we'll go into number 3, Clueless Robin. And this is actually a really, really good clip.
All I know is that we're working today. That's
You're
what
here. You made it. You got to the party. And we're working tomorrow. I know that much.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll show up.
After that, I don't know.
Don't you
Poor
love it?
poor Robin. Recently, G Chup posted. I don't, it's in our Facebook group. I'll see if I can get it just real quick. Where is it? Something about maybe the National Enquirer. I didn't even go past the what do you call it? The title. We just you got it. No, news break. Okay, with decades of enduring Howard Stern, resilient Robin Quivers, 73, is fighting endometrial cancer and still laughing. Now, Newsbreak is like a nothing website. It's got, they talk about her endometrial cancer, and they're just getting some quotes here. Uh, you want me? Should I read a little of this?
Um,
Let's see.
if you'd like, I didn't have access to this because I didn't want to
Okay.
download the app.
Okay. I don't either, actually. I'm not sure why I'm able to get it, but maybe it's because it's a, what do you call it? It's region specific. Let's see. Okay, on a recent episode of The Howard Stern Show, when 71-year-old Stern announced he signed a new 3-year contract with SiriusXM to continue his show, the king of all media, in quotation marks, also offered some insight into the resilience Quivers, who is battling stage 4 endometrial cancer, a disease that begins when cancer cells form in the tissues of the endometrium or lining of the uterus. Stern said, "Let's be honest, Robin, if I may speak to you, you need a more flexible schedule. Robin's also busy trying to save her own life with the battle of cancer, and it does require a tremendous amount of time. Like when she's not on the air, she's busy literally fighting cancer." So we had that audio. We played it in a previous breakdown. After praising her as a, quote, go-getter, he described her as a busybody who must stay at home and focus on her health. Who must stay at home and focus on her health. And you pointed that out. She's most likely housebound now more than she has been.
Right. I think she's in a facility of some type.
Yes.
And I love how he's using her needing a flexible schedule
Hmm.
to guarantee more time off for himself.
Yes.
But when he asked her, what did you want to do? Did you want to continue or stop?
Hmm.
She's like, I'll do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So I think she just wants to keep going because again, she like him needs something. She needs
Yes. For
a
different
focus in
reasons.
her life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So the next clip, guys, is for a mystery schedule. This is nebulous.
Everyone was writing me, what's the new schedule now that you're doing less shows? I go, I'm not telling you. Not yet. We release that information in drips and drabs.
Fucking hell.
Then why are you yelling at me for not knowing it? You're not telling.
Well, you're someone who's in the know, whether you know it or not. Robin acts like she's a listener, and she just occasionally gets told if the things are. You get told what the schedule is. You just refuse to read your email. You're impossible.
That is not true. Not true.
Go ahead.
Yeah. She like
Notorious.
him loves not knowing and
Yep.
refuses to go to email for whatever reason, whether it's too small a print.
Hmm.
So basically she wants people to call her, I think, and tell
Yeah.
her the schedule.
Yes.
But how hard? I mean, she's got an assistant. Why not contact the assistant and mark it out like visually on a paper physical calendar?
Hmm.
I don't understand. I think maybe she was just playing this up too,
Yeah.
where she knows, but
Yeah.
she's just acting clueless because he won't take her calls. So she's acting like she can't get any emails or calls
Hmm.
from anybody else. It's a whole game they play. It's weird.
But I found it interesting. He goes, I'm releasing this information, the scheduling, as dribs and drabs. Well, part of the reason is if the remaining faithful, if there are any, and I presume there are, because there's still enough idiots out there on Reddit that if they're not paid people or paid bots, then they're actual fans. And I shudder to think that in 2026, that he doesn't want people to know because those people would then say, well, fuck it, if he's only going to be on, it's what, like 104 episodes, which isn't true. He's not on for, like 2 days a week for the rest of the year, which is not true. It's actually like going to be, I don't know, 60 shows a year, maybe.
I would say, yeah, 50 to 60.
Yeah, and then the people will, cancel or whatever. But I think I think Sirius XM is still counting on people that have found other things to listen to on Sirius XM. Like they've since they've
Right.
got it. Why am I just listening to Howard when I've got it for 4 other days or 2 months worth? You can't pause your payment.
No, he's sort of weaning us off of the show. Like he
Hmm.
has, remember it was 5, 4,
Yep.
3, now it's down
Totally.
to 2
Yep.
because if he were to drop off a huge amount, then it could cause, a backlash of subscriptions being canceled.
Yeah. Yeah. It could. I mean, and it could be the last nail in the coffin, and everybody goes, "Well, then fuck it. We'll find something else. I can't be dealing with this." I mean, if you think of if you're show watching right now, they do Netflix and stuff. They binge. You can see a whole season, as soon as it comes out. Sometimes certain streaming apps. Imagine if your favorite TV show said, "We're only releasing one every 4 weeks." Wouldn't you
Mhm.
kind of lose interest by the end of the second and third week?
Right. Well, if people just want to pick up a free subscription, say in June when he's done the first half of the year,
Mm-hmm.
you could just binge all the shows from January through June and
Yep.
then go back in December
Yep.
and do the same because it's only going to be like 25 shows each round. So
Yep.
that's 75 hours.
Yep.
And you can knock that out in a month with a free
Oh yeah.
subscription or
Yep.
3 months, I think they do. I'm not sure. I have never done the free one, but
Same.
I know we're getting it for $5 a month at the
Perfect.
bargain basement rate.
Wow, perfect. Mystery clip, guys. This is sandwiched in between two original ones.
Of course, we did nothing. I got to see my grandson. He stayed over, and that was
How
fun.
old is he now?
He's wow. He's like a year and a. He's over a year and a half. He's
I
a
was gonna
good boy.
say he's running around and
Yeah. Oh, running around. I'm fucking exhausted. I told my daughter. She goes, Dad, he loves you. I go, yeah, he loves me because for 10 minutes I become like Superman. I mean, I do puppet shows. I got bouncy games. I sing. I play the guitar. And then I'm like, I have to go take a nap, even though I just napped.
you napped before they got there and you blow it
Yeah.
in 10 minutes.
I marvel at my daughters at how much, like, my mother never did a fucking thing to entertain me. My daughters are like full-time nursery school teachers. They're like, yay, and they're like reading to them and drawing with them. And my mother never entered my room. She said, go in your room, shut the door, and come out when I tell you to.
Okay. Yeah, I know you have thoughts because I certainly do. Go ahead.
His daughter is doing all the things that a real parent should be doing, whether you're the
Exactly.
father or the mother.
Yep.
So we know for a fact that he did none of this with his kids.
Zero.
That's why he's amazed that like
Hmm.
she's breaking the family cycle finally
Yeah.
of parents that are just, according to him, locking him in his room like a prisoner of war
Right.
that wanted nothing to do with him. And yet he was her ambassador to the world.
Right. Exactly. That
Okay,
was the big. That was the big line.
it's all horseshit, but the fact that like this is parenting. This is what
Hmm.
every parent should be doing. Now,
Hmm.
I know there's a lot of bad parents out there, but I
Yeah.
also know there's a lot of really good parents that are helicopter parents that are overdoing it with how much they're being attentive to their kids and
Yeah.
interacting with them.
Yeah.
So much so that
It's
when they
it's
do have to
turning.
pull away,
Yeah.
the kid freaks out
Oh
because
yeah.
they're so attached to mommy or daddy, usually
It's a
mommy.
it's a very new phenomenon. It's fascinating to if you read about helicopter parenting because yeah, they're up their kids' asses basically, and they've got them doing so many things that, and then they're helping like such on with every single level. The kids are not actually given a platform on which to fail.
No, no, because you're there to make sure that
To
that
wipe their
things are done
ass.
right or
Yeah.
fixed and
Yeah. Exactly.
they don't know disappointment or failure
No.
the way
No.
we do.
No.
Getting
Exactly.
hurt and hitting your head and learning not to touch the stove or go
Hmm.
near, sharp objects, things like that.
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy nowadays with
Yeah.
the different levels of parenting. And then you have the neglect, the kids that are living in filth and barely eating, yet the parents are like gigantic, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
They're not having food issues. They're getting plenty of of not nutrition, but
But they're getting
calories.
sustenance, way too much sustenance that isn't good for them. The next, I like the next one, the way you titled it, "One Order of 79, please."
And then we, for the first time, I took my grandson to a restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did
Well,
he
we
do
had
at the
lunch.
restaurant?
We had lunch at the house, and then for dinner, we decided we'd go out, and we went to an Asian restaurant.
Ooh.
because he likes fried rice, and it was sort of a mix between Chinese food and Asian food. It's really good food.
Okay, go ahead. It sounds like one of those. I can't remember. There's a store. I can't remember. There's one in Canada. It's basically a fusion restaurant, all kinds of Asian stuff, but it's not Thai specifically or Indian or Chinese specifically, and they have all kinds of stuff that you'd find at any one of those restaurants.
Okay, so the child is half Asian, with
Oh,
the
yes,
father being, I think, from Vietnam, maybe. I'm
maybe.
not sure what country, but I've seen pictures. And the fact that he's like Asian or Chinese. Chinese is Asian,
Yeah, it is.
numbskull.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first reason I clipped this. But the second one was, do they have a Nobu in Florida, in South Florida? Is
Good
this
question.
another connection to down there? I didn't look it up. I probably should have, but I
Well,
just thought it was funny, like him taking this kid out to eat. And you know how kids that age at 1.5 can be in a restaurant.
oh
So
God.
we're gonna hear what happened at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh yeah, and well, you guys remember when I was in Vietnam the last time to visit a friend? I was in Nha Trang, and I found one of those, opening soon, and it said Nobu. So I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like so it's internet. If it's international, it most likely has other places within the states. It could be a chain of sorts within certain states.
There's one in LA, in
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
yeah.
So I would assume
Okay,
Florida would be another hotbed.
why not? Next one, so as you mentioned, 2-year-old popping boners.
Oh God. Yeah, I
Son
forgot.
doesn't give two fucks about any TV show except for Miss Rachel.
Yeah, that's why she's so famous.
My daughter even said he got a boner watching her.
What?
What? Yes.
His daughter said
Um,
this. Like, do you buy this for a second?
no, I don't. I
No,
just think he was trying to be funny on the fly,
on the fly.
or he thought that he's not getting laughs. Like when he does stuff on the fly, even when the whole staff could be on Zoom with him or in
Mm-hmm.
studio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get some half-hearted Robin laughs, but
Yes.
it's like empty. It's
Do you,
crickets.
do you notice that's
This
the first thing
story,
that's gone with her energy? One of the first things that went was she can't laugh anymore. She doesn't have
mhm.
the energy to just fake laugh anymore, and she's really like selective with it.
I think that's why they bring staff in at the end of the show, is because
Mm-hmm.
she's worn out after the
Yep.
first hour. The first
Yep.
hour, we get her giggling quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then as the show goes on, but popping a boner, I mean, seriously,
Mm-hmm.
this, he can't, he's already sexualizing the child. He's not even 2 yet.
Yeah. This
So
is creepy as fuck. Like, leave it
it is
alone,
so
dude.
creepy.
Now, this one I have a question. Yeah, its cool clip is called HBD on guitar. H as in and
Happy
B as in
birthday.
happy birthday. Okay, there we go.
He,
It's like this.
he
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
making fun. See, there's this Miss Rachel who entertains kids on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
it apparently is very popular. My kids are way beyond that. We used SpongeBob back in the day on the
Yes.
TV
Oh yeah.
and we had Baby Einstein DVDs for
Okay.
when they went to bed at night. So that was how we entertained them with technology. We didn't have phones to
Yeah.
give the kid. We couldn't give him like a $1,500 iPhone
Yeah.
to sit and play with. But he was talking about Miss Rachel and what a great gig she has, and how he wishes he would have thought of playing kid songs to make like 50 million, whatever she's made.
Right.
And she's got like 18 million subscribers on YouTube. She's
Sure.
pretty popular.
Okay.
So you wanted clips of him playing guitar for
Yes.
a future show, and this is one of them. That's the only reason I really clipped this. There's not
Okay.
much to it.
All right.
Kind of act. She's like, she gets to go, it's like so simple. It's like, happy birthday to you, and she's like
That's
that.
even too
He can't sing it and he can't play it. That's a twofer.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man.
complicated.
Yeah, it's happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Schmenrick. Happy, like that kind of guitar playing.
Yeah, we needed an extra 20 seconds of it to really get the point, Howard. Thank you. Jesus, what an idiot.
Thanks. He's trying to show off that he could just play that on the fly, which I'm sure he's been
Well, well,
practicing
he played
up until
something.
the show.
I don't know what it was, but it
Yeah.
wasn't that
uh,
birthday. So this next one, you said there's an extended clip to replace with this one, three martini mom mom. Did I say that right?
yeah. Mum. That's what we call
Mom mom.
grandmothers.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
pop up
okay,
and
okay.
mum.
Oh, okay. I
It's
knew pop
another,
pop.
it's
Yeah,
just another name. So this is
yeah.
in reference to Beth having three martinis when they went out for Asian food. But it's also this is the extended one, right? That I sent you
Yes,
a
yes,
newer
yes.
one to
This was
replace it. Okay.
specifically, this is replacing it. So, but I have a question. Isn't Nana used as grandma anymore in the States?
I guess by some people,
Yeah.
here in the Philadelphia, New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
even New York,
Yep.
Mama and Pop Up is very
Oh,
popular, but
okay.
that's what my kids called my parents
Okay. So,
and that's what I called my grandparents.
all right.
So I just went with that. I figure most people wouldn't. Maybe I'm just being too local with that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tell us, guys, if you've heard of it.
Okay.
Um, but there's so much more in this than just
Yeah.
the three martinis. That was
Oh,
just like a side thing showing
right.
like Beth the drunk.
Yeah.
But there's more here.
Okay. Let's play it.
Yeah, so we were sitting there, and my grandson started to get fidgety and like really was starting to cry. Handed him Miss Rachel on a cell phone, and even my daughter was like, "I don't like to do this." I go, "Yes, you do. When you're with me, you
Yeah,
like to do
you
it."
need to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you're with me, you'll need to do it. Do you know why? Because I can't have you taking away attention from me. Like, I can't lose your attention because of this kid. He can't be more important than what I have to say to you.
Right. And if somebody has to get up and walk the kid around the restaurant, that's going to extend dinner even longer. And we know how he likes to get in and out
Out.
in 20 minutes
Yep.
as fast as possible. So it's really not good to, I'm trying to think of the right word to do this to kids is
Yes.
for
Um,
you're creating a
hardwire.
zombie,
You're hardwiring that
right?
whole need for a screen in front of them before they really should be doing it. Yeah.
Right. Back in the day, we had toys, puzzles, crayons,
Yeah.
different things to entertain us at the dinner table. And you learned real quick how to behave
Oh, yeah.
when you went out. And as a little kid going out to eat, I mean, there was fear put in you that if you don't act right, you're never going to get to do this again. You're
Right.
going to go with a sitter. And if, going out was like such a treat back in the day
Oh,
that
yeah.
it didn't happen very often. But when it did,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So nowadays it's almost like entitled. Kids are
Oh, yeah.
entitled to
It's
this.
they take
And
it for
being
granted.
this iPad generation or phones, I mean, these things are like hundreds or even over $1,000. I mean, the phones especially.
Well, they could be, yeah. I mean, you could always get a cheap one or an older one for them to use, that kind of thing. And I'm sure a lot of people are finally like cluing in and just get a no-name fucking tablet for your kid because it may not last that long anyway. Why get one that costs top of the line for these little fucks, especially if
Right.
they're
And
only using it for viewing things.
God forbid the kid take away attention from him or disrupt dinner of any, in any kind of way.
That's it.
we were on edge because we didn't want the baby. We know what it's like when a baby's crying and people are eating dinner around you. It's like
No, you
annoying.
don't.
So we were on it. Beth down 3 martinis in like 10 minutes. She was wasted. And I don't drink, of course, because I'm sober.
She's
Uh,
drinking for you.
Yeah. Now,
Wow.
she goes nuts. I did it again. We're sitting there.
Nuts, I did it again. Oh, hold on. I'll play this through and then we'll
She
yeah.
orders a martini.
Okay.
Okay.
My son-in-law ordered something, wine. And the waitress goes, "For you, sir?" And I go, "Oh, I'm sober." And Beth goes berserk. Goes berserk.
Yeah.
Why do you tell them you're sober? Don't you know what sober means? I go, "Honey, it's a joke." She goes,
Okay, hold on. Let's play a little more,
"They
guys.
don't know you're joking." I go,
Okay.
"Yeah, but to me, I think it's cool. Like I'm sober, like I had a past, like I can't handle substance. I think it's cool."
Well, that actually means also she's drunk, I'm sober. Like that's also what she was probably thinking. It's not about, oh, you're getting over. Like I'm worried about how you appear. You might appear like you're struggling with drink, addiction.
Well, he likes being the victim. He
Hmm.
likes playing the, I can't drink. I have I
Yeah.
have this addiction. No,
Right.
you don't.
Right.
You're just this
You don't want to lose control.
self-restraining,
Yeah.
exactly, the asshole who is gonna you're gonna point the finger at everybody else who's drinking and make fun of them.
Yeah.
And God forbid they loosen up and have a good time.
Oh,
But they're probably drinking because of you, because they're there with you and they have to
right.
put up with you and your antics. But the fact that he has to play this card and be somebody he's not, it's stolen valor from real alcoholics.
It is. The other thing is, all you have to do in 2026 is say, no thanks. Nothing for me. That's it. You don't
Right.
need an explanation. You don't even need to say I'm driving or, I'm on meds or whatever the fuck. You just don't order anything. That's as simple as it gets. By saying that,
Not,
you opened up a whole can of worms.
yeah, there's no way in hell he's driving anywhere. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
He could have also just said, no, I'm not a degenerate.
Oh,
The people
well,
other people at the table.
I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of narcissists would say something like that.
But do you figure if he could be lying about how much Beth drank, but if she did drink really quick in quick succession a bunch of martinis, would you say it's like discomfort at being at the table with one of the kids that absolutely hates her guts?
Oh, well, there's definitely some level of discomfort for
Oh yeah,
her with the kids. And of course, she's the grandma, she's the mom
yeah.
that, whether she likes it or not, that's what she is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a step grandma,
Step grandma.
but whatever. But he likes a quick dinner. So she's got to chug these things
Yeah.
because she knows that she's not going to get many opportunities.
Yep.
That, she's got to get them down while she
She's
can because
two-fisting
dinner
him.
could end at any minute. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Like, I'm sober. I can't drink.
Well,
She goes,
you
"There's
are
nothing cool."
sober.
Yeah. She
You're
goes,
not
"There's
drinking."
nothing cool about it." She goes, "But you don't tell someone you're sober. You're not sober. You just don't drink." I go, "No, I'm sober. I'm sober." Drives her nuts. When the next time we're all together and we go out to dinner,
Uh-huh.
you're going to see. I'm going to go. I'm sober. I have to call my sponsor.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. The next one, I have a friend. I love when you clip these.
I like the idea of having a meeting. So I like telling people I'm sober. I'm sorry. I like it. It's funny. Not funny. It's just cool.
It's not cool.
Like, I
Something-
know.
No.
that's disrespectful. It's not cool. It's a process. It's work. It's not. You're still, when you say you're trying to, and I have a friend who's done AA for years now, thank God, and he's doing really well. But it's every day. It's a struggle for them. It really is. And so you're making light. You're actually fucking minimizing their problem.
Well, he's acting like he's Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's I don't know, maybe he thinks it makes him deeper or more like a wild man, like
Yeah.
rock and roll because he drank too much back in the day. No.
Yeah. He's Nicholas Veal in a cage. Christ.
Well,
People
there
who are
are
sober.
people who don't have drinking problems who don't drink anymore.
Yeah. I know people who are
You're
sober.
one of them.
Yeah. I know sober people. They're chewing gum every minute. They're completely on edge. They're sober. And
I think some of them get up and go to parties in the morning where they have mocktails.
Yeah.
They get
He's pausing here because he's thinking of a lie.
Yes.
You notice he stopped himself in the middle of a sentence, let Robin take over, and now listen to what he came up with.
All right.
drinks that don't have alcohol in them.
Yeah, I have a friend who does that. He's sober. He's been sober for years, and he brings like a bottle of non-alcohol wine. I go, "Why are you torturing yourself, dude? Do what I do. Drink hot water."
For fuck's sake.
Okay.
Jesus, like, that's retarded. I have a friend who does this. Like, who? Well, like, and now, granted, Alcoholics Anonymous works under the premise of people are not supposed to know you're doing it, and that's of course because they don't want people falling off the wagon, claiming they're with AA, and it gives them a bad name, etc. Meanwhile, there's people that just perpetually horrible, addicts, and I'm trying to think. We're recently in the news. I think this was a blind. I think had. Who was it that was that just constantly fucked up, and like clearly has a couple problems. One of them was, okay, I'm trying to think of the singers.
Lenny
Charlie X.
Dykstra.
Well, Lenny Dykstra was crack, yeah, but I'm thinking of
And
like
meth.
booze. I know Charlie XCX has a raging coke problem that's not gone away yet
Yeah.
anytime soon, and that may never go away. But lushes, like famous lushes in the business. Heather Locklear, for example, was a notorious
Mm,
alcoholic, like really bad, and I guess you can't date Tommy Lee and expect any good come from it.
no.
Yeah,
I mean, he
but
is friends with Robert Downey Jr., who
yes,
was a notorious drug and alcoholic.
and very touchy about it still. Like, he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. And because, and
No.
there's two parts. I think part of it is, like he doesn't want to rehash a bad part of his life. I don't blame him. On the other hand, it could be he is so tightly compressed and tightly wound up that it could take only a conversation to set him off and have him drinking again.
Yeah, it would trigger or romanticize the past for him
Hmm.
in some way, and then
Yep.
he might fall back into an old pattern.
Yep. Next one, guys. Bad son.
And not here. You have a phone call. What? You have a phone call. Who is it? It's a surprise. I don't tell the aides to do. They make a whole big deal when I call because I guess I don't call enough. So it's like, that makes me
They're
feel
telling
You
you
think?
you're not the usual
Yeah.
son.
Yeah, I'm a surprise. I shouldn't be a surprise, but you know what? I can't take more than 2 conversations a week. I swear to God, I kind of tap out like a fucking wrestler.
I don't think it's 2 a week. I think he's lying. I
Could
think it's
maybe 2 a
once
month.
once every 10 days. I
Yeah.
was going to say
Yeah, if
when he
that.
thinks of it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's something he always has to be kind of prodded into doing, like, oh, did you call your mother? That kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he turns his phone off, according to him.
Hmm.
And then she calls Beth when she's had enough trying to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
And then Beth has to tell him to call his mom.
Yep.
So
So
I'm sure that's happened quite a bit.
next one, guys, horse shit call.
Hey, Rhonda in Ohio. I got a million things to talk about. We were away for 2 weeks, so.
Dear.
Hey, good morning, Howard and Robin, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I just wanted to say I'm so excited that we got 3 more years of you. And
Sure.
also, too, like I've been listening to you in and out for the last little bit over 3 years, but the last year and a half, I've been making it a point every morning to put you on.
He's not on every morning, first of all. That's
No,
one of
thank
the
you.
most poorly written scripts I've ever heard. Second of all, that's not a compliment when you say, I'm listening to you in and out. You're like off and on, basically.
Right. And you're only the past 3 years? Like,
Yeah.
no way he's getting new listeners in the past couple years. The
Zero.
only people he's got are people that have fallen into a pattern over the
Mhm.
past 10, 20, 30 years
Hmm.
and just can't let go or just have, this habit of listening or hate listening. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's lots of people that just like roll their eyes throughout the show when they hear him say all the same tropes that he does constantly.
Yep.
As I'm driving to work, when I get to work, and mainly because, one, I do look up to you. There are a number of things that I do learn from your show. I take from you, and also pretty much like the wisdom you give, the advice that you give, and really the biggest
Jesus.
thing, too, is just regardless of what the day is, just the humor that you bring.
Well,
Just-
thank you, Randy.
just-
Thank you. That's
Okay.
very.
Once again, a caller would never get that amount of real estate talking on the line. Number one. Number two, what the fuck can they even be referring to in terms of advice, entertainment? You played clips. I mean, if there was anything really funny, I trust that you would pick it up and say, this is actually a good bit and bring it for us.
No, I tried with a parody song that Little Mikey
Boys-
did.
Oh,
No-
okay. Yeah.
not too long ago. It was like a Robin song or something,
Yeah.
but like it or Sour Shoes still
Mhm.
will make me giggle.
Yeah.
He cracks me up. I can't help it.
Yeah.
This Randy in Ohio has like a 2nd grade reading level, and every point he made, it feels like he was nervous and reading from a script. So that's what I took away from that.
Well, yeah, and I think also this is key because I'm going to remember that one because what I'm trying to do is try to figure out is in between when we get more of the fake calls, I want to hear the same voice doing a separate call in with a different
Hmm.
name so we can actually play them back to back and hear like, oh, look, he's Randy and now he's Paul and then next he's David and next he's, Felipe. So these voice actors that all get a credit. If you looked up online, just as a cursory thing on Twitter, let's say, or you typed X or something like that, or just say Twitter, I guess, Twitter, and then Howard's works for Howard Stern Show or Howard Stern,
Hmm.
the Howard Stern Show. I guarantee you're going to find shitloads of people like that you had no idea these people existed, and they're all freelancers. I'm certain of it, especially on LinkedIn, not even Twitter.
Right. I'm not on LinkedIn.
Same. I mean,
You know,
I have a
I,
bogus account on there, but he keeps suggesting maybe you'd like to, get in touch with so and so. Like, no, maybe not. So the next one,
yeah.
guys, is a three-parter. It's called Hawaii Story 1, 2, and 3, and it's about that bullshit story that kept getting changed and kept every so often it rears its head about him taking Beth to Hawaii and being hounded by paparazzi when he wanted to keep it hush hush, which it sounded like a whole lot of Allison wasn't supposed to know I was dating and or whatever fucking thing. It could have been against the parameters of their, estrangement. I have no idea. Or it could have been when he was still with her, like, and there was no separation officially.
Bring Back Jackie cited an article about him being in Hawaii and the paparazzi thing. There was no pictures, none,
No,
because
none.
he
He
he either paid off paparazzi that took them, or there never were any to begin with,
maybe
or this is a fake story.
could be.
Because what he'll talk about, but the caller was from Hawaii
Hmm.
that got him talking about this. But the caller never spoke. He goes, Brian in Hawaii, you're on.
Yeah,
And before the caller had a chance to talk, he goes, oh, I got a Hawaii story. I've been there once. And then he
yeah.
goes into all this. Now, I listened, and it sounds like at one point somebody is snoring on the line, but I'm not sure. I'll pick it, I'll point it out if we hear it in these three parts.
All right.
But for the most part, it sounds like either the caller never existed, hung up, or fell asleep.
Yeah. Or
But this was an opportunity for him. And it's funny because I just brought up the Hawaii story
yeah,
in a recent breakdown that we
you did.
covered.
Yeah.
And whether or not that had anything to do with this, I don't know. But it
Hmm.
is sort of a coincidence that we hadn't mentioned the Hawaii story in a long time. Then we
Right.
do, and now we get this.
It's one of the more obscure stories of the show, if you want to call it obscure. I mean, like he repeats most of his stories again and again and again. You hear them at least once a month, once every 6 weeks, something like that. There's always a certain songs rear their head more often. Sorry, certain songs, but they are song and dance, bullshit. They stories that come recirculate every so often.
Right. And the other thing I forgot to mention when I brought up Bring Back Jackie citing this article
Hmm.
was his trip with her was in July of 99.
Right, which is
So
yeah, but that is during the separation. They
that's,
separated in '99, so I think if it did happen and it wasn't a thing, it was the privacy angle. He just didn't want people seeing his every move and reporting on it. So
I don't know that
uh,
he was ready to commit to
yes,
a relationship with her yet. Like this was all on the down low, but
yes,
he was trying to prove to her that he was famous and that paparazzi do follow him around. So he might have paid people to look like paparazzi and then be a tough guy
yeah,
and then, you know, not
uh,
rough them up, but you know what I'm saying, like
yeah,
yell at them
intimidate
and
them, yeah, try,
hand them a wad of cash and
right.
then like they
Give me
hand
the
over their
film,
camera,
yeah,
the film. Yeah,
yeah.
because back then it would have been. I don't think it was digital in 99.
No, not '99. No.
In Hawaii. That must be nice.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. I went to Hawaii and
Dead
had a
air.
bad experience with the
Yeah.
paparazzi. So
It
Yeah,
almost sounded like he hung up at the
yeah,
beginning of that.
yeah, maybe it could have been that, or like it's at this point you could easily, as a pretend fade out, just go like, "Hey, Smith from Jonestown says, Smith, Jonestown. Oh, you mean the massacre? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo," and all of a sudden, hey, I heard the story about the cult recently, da 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 da, and that's suddenly, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
that's how easily it could happen. So it could have been one way it could have been either way. To be honest, let's keep going.
I never went back. When you're this famous, Robin, when you're a superstar like myself, don't ask.
We
You were
did.
It's a
hounded.
long story. Did I ever
You
tell
were
you that story?
almost. Yes, you told us that several times. Run
I
off
thought
the
they had-
beach.
Well, I thought they had pictures of me fucking Beth when I first met her. I took her to Hawaii to impress her, and she thought I was nuts.
Oh, now it's fucking Beth, and before it was like in a jacuzzi with someone, in Hawaii. Just not my women, not my children or whatever. Or that was the bullshit thing. Like, oh, I was in Hawaii, but with my daughters or something like that.
Always rewriting history.
Yeah,
Always.
I can't remember the bullshit.
I said, we can't appear at the airport together. And I had just started seeing her. I hadn't introduced her to my kids or anything. So I was like, hey, let's go away, but let's play it cool. And she was like, okay, what does that mean? I go, well,
Did you land separately?
No. We ended up flying together because she thought I was crazy. She thinks, like,
Oh,
who is
okay.
this? Like, she knew I was.
Okay, first of all, if you don't pause, with a question like that. You know
Yeah.
very well if you were on the same flight or whatever. I could tell you every single trip I've ever been on, whether I went first and Mrs. Fillmore followed because her schedule allowed for only so many days, and I had more latitude or whatever, which should never happen. Where these days we're only with the situation where she's traveling and I simply I'm not, or she, or vice versa. Like she's got to go
Right.
see family, or it's whatever bullshit. But you would remember that. You wouldn't go, geez, no one ever asked me that,
Was she with you? Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Seriously? And this is probably one of the last times he flew commercial.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure
It's private jet
we're getting,
ever since a
we're
certain
getting
point.
closer to the private jet era.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is, of course, the thing would be that if he was beard shopping, he wouldn't want pictures out there of him seeing someone because, like all of a sudden, I don't know, just it does it if it like if you're beard shopping and you're with three totally different looking women, why are you with this one? Like you can't be just playing the field. So he was not worried about image in that sense. I think it was more like. I don't want anyone to know. I don't want any of these other broads to know what I'm doing with the other ones.
Right. And the ink,
So,
there was no ink on any beard contract yet
no,
to dry.
not yet, not yet.
She's famous, but
It was an
she goes,
audition.
you're not that level of famous. She underestimated my level of fame.
I see.
As many people do. A lot of people think I might even be B-list, but it turns out I'm A-list. Let's be clear on that.
All A-list people have to say they're A-list, otherwise, we don't know.
Oh.
The next one, guys, part 2.
I'd like to go to Hawaii with you. I've never been. And I had business in L.A. I said, if you meet me in L.A., we'll go to Hawaii. And I said, but we should be low-key. My kids haven't met you. And, we've been dating a few months. And I was like, I would like to introduce you in the proper way. It would be very shocking. Let's just be low-key. And so that we should fly separately. And she's like, what? Like, oh, yeah. Oh, right. You're so fucking famous.
There was a snore.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'll go back and just play that little segment again.
So that we should fly separately. And she's like, what? Like, oh, yeah. Oh, right. You're so fucking famous. And I was like, no,
Hysterical.
I kind of am. She goes, okay. And I saw that look. And I was like, okay, fine. So, of course, we went
Did
to the
you
airport
pay
together.
those people to be out there?
No, I did not. And then it turned out there was a bunch of paparazzi guys outside our hotel. Like we were at a hotel, but like in a separate little, like when they have those little villas.
Yeah, the
like a little-
condos or the villas or the
Little,
cottages.
yeah, like a separate thing with a little pool and everything. These
Yeah.
fucking dudes are up in these coconut trees or whatever the hell they have in Hawaii.
palm
What are those called? Palm trees. Yeah, with the fucking coconuts
coconut trees.
that fall on your head. Didn't Keith Richards get hit in the head by a coconut?
Now, I think he would have been still famous enough to warrant that kind of treatment in terms of paparazzi, especially after a divorce. Whenever it was finalized or the separation, there would have been a glut of a certain amount of market that would be like, oh yeah, let's get Howard Stern. I heard that he's here, and the tipsters, that's the way they work. He just
Right.
checked into the Casa Domenico hotel or whatever. There he is, and you get money for tips, you get money for whatever pictures you can get. It's the industry used to be very. I'm sure it's still much similar, except it's a lot faster with digital and downloads and email and stuff. It's different era. Back then, paparazzis were like gorillas. They were.
Oh,
they were-
right.
Yeah.
No, the article named the hotel. I don't remember it, but it was a very famous one that like Eddie Murphy and some other famous people had stayed in. So of course
Right.
there's a system for tipping off the paparazzi.
Yep.
I'm 50-50 on the paparazzi story being real.
Yeah.
Due to the timing and her not being locked in on a contract yet, I think it is possible. But I don't put anything past him as far as setting up things to make him look good.
Yeah. No, it's too much work.
Look more famous. That's a lot. I don't know.
No, I think it could have been like very much, a typical, like here's where they're going to stand because they're waiting for other celebs. That's not just him. There are other people that are on the job, and you're looking for recognizable celebs to take pictures of to sell to the Inquirer or Daily Mail or whoever it is. You know what I mean? Like the National Examiner was one. They're all kind of similar. Daily Star, that kind of shit. Yeah. So part 3 of the story, guys.
I got word that pictures were taken. And I thought for sure when we were banging, they because it was kind of an open window.
You figured
situation.
it was then that the pictures were taken.
Yeah, and I got all paranoid, and I just felt like an idiot. And anyway, the pictures were harmless, but it turned out, it just gave me a bad feeling about Hawaii, but it's beautiful there. And
okay, first of all, the science fiction part of the story is they caught us banging, which never, I'm sure never happened actually. And I don't know that because I don't know that I would buy a photographer, let's say, telling him, look, I got these pictures of you. If you don't want to see them in print, give me this much money. I'm sure if that, like, I'm sure it works. The way it works usually is, the magazine gets the photos and says, we've got some incriminating photos of you or something or photos that are not necessarily incriminating, but you may not want to see them in print. Do you want to give us some money? Is it extortion?
Right.
Or is it an offer to just keep things quiet?
Or somebody near the villas saw it and said something to him.
Yeah.
But how's he going to track down these guys? That's the question.
How do you know which one took the pictures?
He's not confrontational at all.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he's got Daddy Buckwald there holding, his hand and going over to the guys himself or a handler, it's not going to happen.
That's right. Next one, guys, clip 15 from January 5th. 6K guitar gift. Now that's it's an acoustic Gibson guitar, right?
It's it's an SJ 200 Gibson acoustic.
Yeah. And you suggested that maybe Youngblood gifted it to him, which is very possible. I mean, especially if Youngblood's of the opinion that, the company's given these away to certain people, or they've got money, calculated into the promo so that people can, for whatever reason, him specifically, who knows? But he didn't give any really hints. What do you think?
I think he's buying his way in with Howard, trying to
placate
him. Yeah, to just be on the good list, instead of the naughty list.
DJ.
Just I saw him do some Walmart hauls that were like gifting stuff to kids, where you just get random anonymous names off a tree in the store. And then you go buy stuff and give it to him. So I think he's on this whole PR thing of being generous and just trying to make his reputation, take away from anything bad that people see and make everybody love him. I think that's the intention.
Maybe a bit of whitewashing there, sort of, or just PR, just general PR.
I think it's just a part of PR, but he never said who gave it to him.
Right. And he was trying to humble brag, like, I don't want to say who gave it to me, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know why you can't say it. What's Fred gonna do? Fred doesn't give a shit. It's not his guitar. He'll never get it, and he's not gonna pay $6,000 for it either.
Yeah, so don't ask.
Yeah, exactly.
With the SJ 200, you got an SJ 200 Gibson, which they're fucking great guitars, and you sounded good on it.
I wasn't going to talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
It was
my mistake.
It's fine. It's fine. It was a gift from a very famous person.
Gotcha.
I don't know that he wants that out there. But
all right.
I was like,
well, he didn't tell that.
No, I know. I was embarrassed in front of Fred to have such a great guitar. Somebody sent me a guitar. It was so fucking great. I mean, the tone on this thing.
Oh, it sounded good. It's like what you play
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I'd say
so
most likely it's Youngblood because first of all, okay, that we narrowed the gender down. Second of all, it happened very recently. So something that, whatever. And I can see that guy thinking, oh, there's a connection to Ozzy and Stern. He was on the show those many times. And if I ever
mhm.
want to go and do promo, this will be something to keep my name kind of relevant in their minds as if he still matters. And maybe even his PR team is too young to realize Howard doesn't have any kind of listenership.
I'm thinking that he's planning ahead for his next album and
Yep.
press junket
Yep.
that he wants to come back on the show.
Okay. Maybe. So next one, Wig plays Shallow, the Lady Gaga tune from A Star Is Born on guitar on Fred's phone. Okay, here we go.
Everything I send you should be treasured, Fred, and you should save it.
I think that's it. That's all you gave me.
Okay, now listen. Now here's the truth. Okay, so he's actually if it's Howard and he's sending him that stuff, okay, it shows that he's actually learning something. Okay, but it still
Hmm.
sounds so clunky because of the way he just literally took the guitar, played this little bit, and then threw it off, and you can hear the noise it makes when he says "fuck it, I'm done." That's it.
Right, but we're getting maybe 10 seconds of a song that's
That's
like
right.
2.5, 3 minutes long.
Yeah, and he's not
And it's
singing
just
it.
this one, I don't know how you describe music on the guitar, like a
A
couple
chord progression or
chords,
whatever. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
that he's playing. And the worst part that I didn't clip, and I kind of regret not doing it now,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
was Fred kissing his ass about how
Yeah.
good he was
Right.
and how great he's improved in the past. I guess we're coming up on 2 years this February that he started, or Christmas maybe,
Yeah.
it's been about 2 years that he's
Right.
allegedly been learning.
Right.
And we know it's more like 30 some, but the fact that Fred was so far up his ass about this, and that's the only reason Howard talks to him is when he wants to buy a little amplifier.
Yep.
He has a guitar question, and
Yep.
that's as long as Fred doesn't bring up anything but guitar, he can talk to him. Those are the
Yep.
rules.
Yeah. Apparently so.
No,
Or
no personal information to be exchanged at all.
unless it's an obituary, not obituary, and like a eulogy. Like someone's died and he needs to get more information. The musician has passed away, and then they get Fred. Sometimes they go opine on, oh, what did you think of it, Fred? Oh, he was amazing, da, 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 whatever. And of course, he's going to kiss Howard's ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Fred does that on air, Howard gets upset
Yeah,
because
he
Fred's
knows too
showing him up
much. Yeah, he is.
and he's too smart,
Yeah,
okay, compared to Howard.
right.
And I don't think he does that for eulogies. I think he goes to Bowie, Hine, or Nowicki, people that know certain musicians that might
Hmm.
have better knowledge. I don't think
Yeah.
he goes to Fred for interview stuff or eulogy stuff. I
No,
really
not
don't.
no, not eulogy stuff. I think like on the fly, like he'll suddenly include Fred in a conversation when they're talking about someone that might have passed away because he just wants to. I don't know, like what do you think of this guy? Did you think he was? What do just to
Mm,
pad it out,
that's true.
and it could happen and it may not happen, and Fred has to be ready for it. But he's not going to be doing research and he's not going to be writing questions for his bullshit interviews. That's for certain. Because actually,
No, and
Fred would get more things right than John Hine and Gary would do.
but Fred has to learn to keep it to like 5 to 10 seconds tops.
Yep.
Because if you go any longer, Howard's going to get irritated and cut
Oh
you
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah. And the last one for that day, guys, is called Counting Minutes.
What else? Oh, I see what time it is. It's according to our new contract, we must leave now.
By the way, you said you didn't.
That's fantastic. Well,
Suddenly, the new contract.
why
Yeah,
not just
no.
shut it out? Like, why not just pull the plug? Okay, guys, I guess we dial tone. Yeah.
This is nothing new. He's been stopping at 10 all the time. Remember Mr. Clocks telling
Yep.
me it's time to go?
No kidding. Yeah.
It's nothing new.
No, we're on the sixth, guys, and thanks to Raven for clipping all these things. Thank you, my dear. The first one is called "Some Tuesdays Off," which is, my God, how long ago was it? Some Fridays off. Now, 2000s, literally 20
Mm,
years ago. No Fridays off, right? Some Fridays off. So
some
here we go.
Fridays.
No, many people have been writing me saying, what is the new schedule? And I said, well, I told you it's flexible. I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. But more or less, it's, for now anyway, we're doing 2 shows a week. So we'll be here twice a week.
Well, by the way, it's not flexible. He knows exactly what his schedule is for the full year from then when they start. That's all ambiguity. He doesn't want to tell his staff when they're working outside. Like they'll get, a month. They'll get the month schedule, and that's about it in advance. Maybe that's about it.
Right. The only flexibility is if someone dies,
Yep.
like if Ray or Robin, or if he gets sick,
Yeah.
then he'll just move a day around and work 3 days one week if he can't come in.
That's right.
For his 2-day work week, and it's just a 1 day or something.
What a grind.
A Monday, Tuesday.
Now his weekend is officially his week.
He is off about 300 days a year, most likely.
Yes.
356 days. I'm going to say 300 of those he's off.
But he needs more time to, smell the roses. Smell the roses. Smell assholes.
That's that. And then 2 feels good, and then that can change. We'll see how long we can maintain that, and then if I don't drop dead. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. But yes, we'll be back next week on Monday and Tuesday, and that's the schedule.
Okay. The next one, app tutors. Everybody needs them.
Technology is great. I realize now, I rely so much on technology. Like yesterday, I had a fit. I'm sitting at home, and I rely on this one app. It's called Brain Toss. All it does is, it's a simple app. I talk into my phone and it emails me my thoughts.
No.
You know what I mean? It emails the recording to me because, and then at night I go into my email, I process everything. So let's say I have an idea for the show. Hey, let's bust JD's balls about this. I put it in there. Then when I get home, I can look it over and figure out what I want to do. And so Brain Toss was great. Loved it. Stopped working all of a sudden. Don't ask me why. They upgraded the iPhone. All of a sudden, Brain Toss doesn't work. I'm in a tizzy. I'm like, why me? One fucking thing. Didn't work. Wouldn't email me. Okay. So then I found this other app called Email It. Email It.
Okay, that's funny.
Email shit. Yeah.
Well, how do you take steps away from something that requires one step? Most people, if they need to do it, they have voice note. Most phones are built in with a voice recorder. That's because a lot of reporters now use phones for interview junkets or whatever, and they just hold the phone up there, and you can see the guy talking. There's at least as many phones as there are microphones.
Right, or just email yourself something.
That's right.
You could email yourself a voice recording
Easily. Now,
but I guess this one translates it into an email. I'm not sure. That wasn't clear.
It may go word to text, and it may also just literally just go, okay, automatically setting to email it to yourself. But why do you have to email it? It's on your phone, okay?
Write
and
it
if
the
you
fuck
need to
down.
email it, just do it later. That's the time saving application. Okay. Number 3, getting things done for dummies.
I believe that the human brain. Now, this isn't an original thought. It's from David Allen of Getting Things Done. I believe the human brain is the worst at remembering things. It's for coming up with ideas. So when I come up with a good idea, I put it into either Brain Toss or email it. So I went to email it. I got that thing down. A couple of days ago, email it. Totally tanks. Won't work. It locks up. It won't send anything to me. I'm like, fuck this. I'm screaming and raving at the IT department. My boys, Matt and Jeff, come on, let's get going.
His phone tutors.
Yeah.
Well, I have one with my phone, and I know you do too. If you've got an Android, if you got a Samsung, Keep Notes. Keep Notes comes with the phone, I believe, and it's a cloud storage thing as well. So it goes across different phones. It goes across and if you want to email yourself your notes, you can. It sends it like a basic, almost like a notepad text. It's fabulous. I've used it 100 times that way, and up to update my notes so I can keep things, in case I lose my phone. Suddenly it's still there, and I love it. I think it's a great basic app for taking notes and just making sure that you've got stuff that you won't forget somewhere.
Right. Well, my life hack is I go to my calendar on my phone and I program in whatever it is, because it's always to do something. I got to remember to order this. I got to remember I have a list for when I go to the drugstore. I go to Walgreens. not a plug. And then I'll have a
Yeah.
running list. So when I'm at the
Right.
store, I don't have a brain fart
Yep.
and forget what I'm there for. So, and I can set it up to repeat weekly.
Yep.
I can, however often I want.
Hmm.
And I go through my calendar, if not daily, every other day,
Yeah.
just checking. And I get alerts when,
Yep.
I program it for times when I know I'll be looking at my phone.
Yep.
It's a great thing. And it cuts out the chase in between of an app to download an app to email me or,
Or to have an
a voice
actual physical
recorder.
notebook that you like a daily planner that you don't need anymore
Oh,
because your phone is your daily planner.
I got tons of lists. I got a grocery list for the
Yep.
family to write down their wish list for the
Yep.
week.
Yep.
I got lists at work. The minute I get there, I write down everything I got to get done that day. And then
Hmm.
I have joy when I cross it off and I get
Yeah.
done like 8 things for the day.
Yep. That's great. A to-do list for more or less. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, it's great.
Can't figure it out.
What's happening?
We don't know.
What is going
So
on?
I got rid of email it. Now I'm back to brain toss because they figured out how to fix it with the whatever. My point is, I'm so
Oh,
They figured out how to fix it. He's such an idiot. Now, to granted, there are apps that are good, that they're good and they're good and they're good, and then suddenly there's an update that they stop updating it, or the new phone has some whatever thing that doesn't allow it to work. I had it with a few things when I switched over apps from my old phone to my new phone, which really isn't that much much newer than my older phone. There's only 4 years between them, maybe five actually. These days, I don't think that's a big deal. Back in like 10 years ago, 5 years between phones was a massive, generational gap. But by and large, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But he's just an idiot. He's absolutely 79 when it comes to these things.
he's exhausting. That's
Yeah,
all I can say.
yeah. Next one, gay plug prancing on the sun.
Have you heard about this? So we had some friends over for dinner, and some of the people, one was a gay couple, and
Go ahead.
These are Beth's friends. They
You figure?
Yeah, I've seen her posting about them, and they're one of her connections into the Hamptons. They're either
Oh,
party planners or financial guys, but they've been married for a long time and they've
mm-hmm.
posed with kittens in her place, and
Okay.
she's taken pictures with them at events. I just can't remember exactly what they do, but they've been in her life for over a decade, so I think they're just regulars at the house.
Yeah.
they say, "Hey, have you watched this gay hockey movie on Netflix?" I go, "What fucking gay movie?
Gay
It's
hockey
TV,
movie.
gay hockey TV show?" Okay, I go, "Well, I haven't heard about this." And my wife perks up because I don't know. My wife loves to watch gay men. I don't know what's going on. She likes.
No, she doesn't. She's married to one who likes to watch gay men.
She's dated men that were very suspect, that were
Suspect.
Broadway guys,
Yeah.
and it just makes you think. And then there
Oh
was
yeah.
Ralph.
Yep.
So
Gay love story.
she's got
So
maybe her own fetish of some sort.
Maybe.
the show's called Heated Rivalry. It's on Netflix or HBO, one of those.
Nope.
Maybe it's
Hadn't heard
HBO.
Thank you.
Which one is it? Just
It's HBO.
Is it HBO? Okay, there we go.
About this
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah. Listen to. So then my buddy Pat, who used to play hockey over at Brown, he says.
Pat Menachia.
He talks like this. He goes, "You hear about this gay hockey movie?" Or what?" He goes, his wife's going crazy for it. I say, "Yeah, my wife every minute she's saying to me, do you want to watch? We have to watch the gay hockey thing. Evidently, it's really, they say, according to my gay friends, it's like soft core porn.
It's super graphic.
It's super graphic. These guys are hockey players. They fall in love with each other, and they're boning each other and doing all kinds of shit. So all of a sudden, now on my radar is this heated rivalry. But I noticed, like my wife, like Pat's wife can't wait to watch it, and or she's watching it, and all the girls are talking about it. And I see you even lighting up, Robin. It seems like you're ready to watch
Well, I
heated
have
rivalry.
to go look to see what it is.
Well, I don't know.
So
I'm
how-
telling you, what is it? So
Why do I think that this sounds like actually some kind of plug?
That's what I said. This is one of the hidden plugs that
Yeah.
a TV show that he's talking about. And it just so happens to be about two gay men.
Yeah.
So there's more.
Oh, yeah.
The next clip gives us a lot more
Yep,
to think
79
about.
projection. Great clip.
Here's the thing with my wife. She says to me the other morning, and I know my wife pretty well. We're together 25 years, maybe 26 at this point. She goes, are you going to watch Heated Rivalry or am I going to watch that on my own? I go, honey, I know you. You want to be alone and watch you don't want me ruining the experience of seeing the gay hockey players. You want to be alone and watch it. No. It's just if you're not going to watch it, I really want to see it, and I need shows to watch on my own. And, I said,
what?
Who's ruining what for who exactly? Is she ruining it because he wants to watch it and pop a boner?
Yes.
And play with himself while she would just get in the way?
Yes.
Or her voice would be a turn off, or her like constant talking.
This is or drinking while being like a mush mouth,
laughing.
They're going together, glug glug glug, and all of a sudden, and he's teetotaling it, literally watching this, whatever the hell it is. And by the way, first I'm hearing of it. Did you even see bother to check a trailer out for this thing?
Did I?
Yeah, did you go? Yeah,
no,
you do research when it came to Kissing Booth, but this is a whole other kettle of fish.
No, being as I just listened to this yesterday, and barely got the clips to you this morning. I haven't really had time. But the thing is, Sirius posted a clip on Instagram and YouTube under Stern Show account.
Okay.
Right. So they play clips from the show while Howard's talking about this.
Okay, so all right, let's see. It's on Crave. It says
I have
Crave
more to say, too.
It says Crave and HBO Max. Can I just play a little of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Canada-Russia final showcasing the two most talked about prospects in the world. Canada's Shane Hollander.
Shane Hollander, I wanted to introduce myself.
Okay. And Russia's Ilya Rozanov.
You're an awesome player to watch.
Yes.
Very good at hockey.
The best, probably.
We will be seeing each other a lot.
Yeah, Boston and Montreal play against each other often.
Roz, you gotta see this.
He's like a huge movie star.
Are there any gay hockey players?
None that have said it publicly.
This is right up Wiki's alley.
This is like his 50 Shades, right?
Oh,
For
yeah.
middle-aged women back in the day.
Yeah.
This is his, Oh, man.
50 Shades.
It's his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what's my name gonna be?
Даже не с Джейн?
Джейн.
Вы уже несколько лет переписываетесь. Я думала, может быть, это что-то серьезное или...
This is such a bad idea.
Okay, sorry, I can't play anymore. It's excruciating. And now I can't watch hockey.
Some people might like it. I do not have it in me to even do the research for that trailer was enough research for me. But when I saw that Sirius was adding clips to the Stern Show account for this, I knew it was a plug.
It's a plug, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
here, I'm going to do you a favor. Watch it on your own. But I'm going to watch it. And when I watch it, and she has this other bugaboo. Like if she's seen a show, I'm not allowed to watch it when she goes to sleep because it keeps her up because she knows what's going to happen and she starts watching. So I'm like, you got to let me, I'm going to watch that.
He always says that she falls asleep within 5 minutes of getting into bed.
Yeah.
Now she's staying awake for something?
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't, nope.
And they're not in the same bed.
They're not in the
It's
same bed.
just-
We know that. Yeah,
It's all beard horseshit.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to watch the gay hockey show. I don't know if it's my bag. I don't know that it's my thing. I don't know that I'm into, seeing two dudes get it on that graphically, but I mean, I'll check out the show.
Have you ever watched any?
We have a clip of him as one of the intros saying, I like it when these gay things go graphic.
And he watched porn with Casey and somebody, who else?
Ralph.
Casey and Ralph. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
They were watching
right.
trans porn. They were watching a trans whatever.
that's what it was.
And or gay. It could have been gay and trans. I mean, I don't know, like whatever it was, but it was definitely gay. I think it was gay porn, and it was a 7-minute clip, and we've played it before, and I was like, What are you doing? Where's the joke?
Well, we know that like Cabby, I don't know about Chauncey, but some of those guys, they were half Fruity Tooty or
Yeah.
had Fruity Tooty history. So yeah, I'm sure he's watched porn with all these guys, but
Oh, definitely.
whatever.
Yeah. Trying
Or
to
at least
grooming them.
send each other clips. Maybe
Yep.
not in the same room, but sent clips.
So next one, guys, grilling gay employee, which I'm busy wilding.
Like my wife wants to watch it by herself.
Exactly.
Like, so what does that mean? Does she like want to touch herself or something during it?
I don't know if she'll. No, I don't think. Well, I don't think women necessarily do that. I think they get off in a more cerebral way to porn. I mean, I know women who.
Porn's porn. If a woman's watching porn, she's getting herself off like men. It's just a different fucking gesture. That's all.
Okay.
Maybe
This
involves
show
toys.
This show took a real sexual left turn this day, and we'll get into more of it. But like the whole idea that women don't masturbate or women don't get turned on.
Right.
These two freaking fruits.
Yeah.
Sorry, they have no clue about women. Wilding claims he was with a girl in high school and that was in like the theater or drama group.
Right.
Just to like try it out,
but she was a fag hag. Come on.
Yeah, I mean it was sketchy at best.
Yeah.
And then both of these guys don't know anything about women.
Nope.
Not a thing about how their bodies work, how their brains work, and how they get turned on and how they please themselves. But we're going to let them tell us anyway.
Right, exactly.
Watch gay porn, but even the gay porn they watch is very like no one's spitting in each other's asshole or no one's
you need
finger
that.
bla-
You need that.
The stuff I watch is
Really
it's hardcore.
You like what?
Yeah.
You mean what if these gay hockey players spit in each other's asshole? Then you'll be happy.
Yeah, but I know it would be simulated. I want to see the real thing. I want to see
what you
the
were
real.
doing with your boyfriend? Are you spitting in his asshole?
In my ass?
I have spit in assholes before. Yeah,
In my ass?
This is the real world of gay sex. Is a lot of ass eating. There's a lot of spitting. There's a lot of slapping of penises. I don't know how much you're going to see on the gay hockey show.
Right. I'm glad I'm not gay. I don't want some guy spitting in my ass. You know what I mean? I just don't.
There was a laugh right before that was preceded, and like right before the end of that clip, and I was thinking like, I love when you try to edge your way out of the firing line, Stern, but we know you're not fooling anybody. Come on.
No, it's just what he wants, and Chris is giving him everything.
Yep.
That he knows will get him coming back on the air, because when there's gay talk, he's the go-to guy, at least for male gayness.
And Howard's you notice that little extra spring in his step, even as a 73-year-old fruit, or half a fruit. He goes like he just seems like he's more like in lock with whatever. There's a conversation and he's actually present, as opposed to being sort of like looking at his questionnaire, going, "Oh, next one, that kind of thing."
Yeah, it's more rapid fire questions that are just like,
he's engaged.
You've spit in someone's ass? Has someone spit in your ass?
Right.
How was that?
You're right.
Did you like it? What's it like? It's just he's got diarrhea of the mouth then.
Do you have an apartment or house? House. Own or rent? Rent. It's just like Uncle Buck. So the next one, guys, erotica gay sailors, Ooga.
I'll go.
When I was at Boston University as a student, they had a erotic film festival, which I went to because I wanted to watch. I assumed it was going to be heterosexual, but then there was these two sailors. A film came on, and I did sit through that, and it was a little hard because it's not my thing. But
Okay, hold on, guys. First, I want to play that first little bit. We're going to break that clip down, because it is part of another show that I cut with. I think it might have been Len. Where Artie talks about, his films, and then they talk about this gay film festival, and then the two lesbians were on stage, and it was a play, and his cop goes, "Oh, one sec." Yeah, we played a clip. Anyway, we did play a clip that we covered in another show where, he talks about this specific film, but he didn't give details. Here he's actually giving a little detail. So let's play that once again.
Okay.
I'll go.
When I was at Boston University as a student, they had a erotic film festival, which.
Okay, so bring back Jackie on Twitter already posted. You pointed it, like he pointed it out. When he was in Boston University, it was 2000. sorry, 1976
Right. In
ish.
76, he would have been 22. He would have been
Right.
like his senior year.
Right. Now it's possible he's talking about some other film, but the film that he's referencing was made in 1982. It's called Querelle I'll
Hmm.
spell it Quer Querelle. It's a French name, and the director who directed it died of an overdose, I believe. That was his last film that he made.
Wow.
and
Okay.
and and it's Brad Davis and some other guy whose name I don't know. Brad Davis most famously was in Midnight Express. He plays the guy that gets caught trying to smuggle heroin, across borders.
Hmm.
And Brad Davis, his funny story. Not funny, it's terrible, but he died of a assisted suicide sometime in the 80s, late 80s, and he was bisexual, but he was married with a kid. And at that time, he just decided, look, I'll go clean with my drug use. And he was an intravenous user and stuff, but he died with a similar timeline like Freddie Mercury. And he was
Oh.
he said he was very promiscuous. And it was just a matter of, it's an LA Times article which talks about how in that era, if you came out as having AIDS, um, you couldn't get work in the 80s. There was just no way. And he was getting ill, like really sick, and he knew in 85 he got it. He tested positive, but that wasn't when he got it. That was when he found out he had it. So he only lived another 4 years maybe. And so the movie they're talking about, he was already an adult. Like he was already at where was it? No, in 82. Where was he? Was he in Washington, I think?
Think so.
Yeah. So he would have,
In
it sounds to me
Hartford?
more like something he would have seen independently himself, not at a film festival.
Yeah, this would have been a solo trip to the theater in like a trench coat and,
Yeah.
you know, dark glasses,
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. Yeah.
I went to because I wanted to watch. I assumed it was going to be heterosexual, but then there was these two sailors. A film came on, and I
Come
did sit
on.
through that, and it was a little hard because I mean, it's not my thing. But
Yeah.
God,
Mm.
we could play out the clips against that. The next one, Plug Gone Wrong. It's Sullivan's Crossing, U-79.
we're watching a show you would hate so much, and we're all wrapped up in it. It's called Sullivan's County. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
I
it
think it was-
sounds awful already.
Yeah, yeah, We love it.
Sullivan's County.
yeah. It's like a girl and this good-looking girl, good-looking guy, and first it's like a Hallmark movie. First they hate each other, and then all of a sudden romance starts, and and then there's tragedy, and they have to break up, and then they're back together, and then they break up, and then they're back together. It's great.
Sounds riveting. Are you downloading this or
Oh,
watching
man.
it?
The worst taste in TV and music.
Mm-hmm.
Just complete, dullard stuff. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so, predictable.
Yeah. Last one for today, guys. We got to cut this one short, I'm afraid. This one is called Ladies and Gents, I present to you Mr. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, King of all media.
Oh, this isn't even a rock concert. It's a Broadway show, and they know
Yeah.
every word. They've been to Mamma Mia, whatever the fuck that is. They've been there 100 times. What is Mamma Mia anyway?
It,
Okay, Jesus Christ. Does anybody know how popular Mamma Mia is? I'm not even talking about the movies. I'm talking about worldwide versions in different languages of that movie.
I know it's been around for over a decade, probably two.
Yeah.
There's been two movies
Yes.
about it with Meryl Streep, and this guy was in radio stations when they were popular.
Oh, yes.
How
ABBA.
does he not know this song? Like he
It was-
played all that trashy shit. And I'm not saying ABBA's trashy. I actually like ABBA.
Yeah, they're
My
good.
dad raised me on ABBA, and I still it's very sentimental to me because it
Sure.
makes me remember being around him and driving around in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just funny. Like the depths of his stupidity know no bounds. And I'm constantly amazed at the stuff he doesn't know. There's more he doesn't know than he does know. Because
Mhm.
what he does know, he tells us over and over and repeats stories like a grandpa, like why we call him Zoompa.
Yeah.
Because it's just so boring. He's got no new material. The
Well,
references are old, stories are old. He rewrites history a little bit. He'll
yeah.
tweak it, but it's the same stories, basically.
Well, the thing was, okay, I'm not, I mean, I've seen a couple musicals. Unfortunately, Mrs. Fillmore and I went to see Les Miserables, and, I didn't know that the entire thing was a musical. There's no drama in
My
between anything.
sympathies.
It was
Yeah.
just singing everything. Yeah, it was awful. Um, but at any rate, you had to be like living in a cave not to know what Mamma Mia was because it was that big as a Broadway show before it was a movie. It was everywhere. You saw the ad, like the ad was really like iconic, I guess, or really famous. It looked actually like the cover of, if you look on the movie poster of Muriel's Wedding, that Australian film, that
Yeah,
was
I remember
really
that.
internationally popular, and it was based on a lot of ABBA songs, right? And it was and featured a lot of ABBA. So this is like an extension of that almost, but in a different storyline completely. And you had to be some Rip Van Winkle to not know what this was about.
It's just amazing to me.
Yeah.
And Fred plays the song and it doesn't even ring a bell with him. Nothing. Just complete like trashing of something he doesn't because he doesn't know it, he trashes it.
Hmm.
That's, typical narcissist, typical low IQ person that's going to
Yeah.
do something like that.
Yeah.
Sour
And,
grapes.
and by the way, guys, just to throw it in his face, I suggest the dedication today because I think it is my turn.
It
I'm
is.
gonna. It's not even my choice personally, but I thought since Mamma Mia became part of it, we don't have any in the playlist. I'm gonna suggest we put Waterloo as the dedication because this is where Howard surrenders. And we'll pick up the thread in the next breakdown and make sure we get all through the sixth and then subsequent days. And thank you, Wayne, by the way, helping out for the breakdowns. And thank you for giving me his blessing. Like to cover
Oh,
his
of
certain
course.
things. Yeah.
I really enjoyed listening to you and Wayne talk about stuff, and I commented how much knowledge he has of the past, which
Yes.
works out really great because he can counteract all like the lie of the days and stories that he
Yeah.
tells that we know are false.
Oh yeah.
So it's good to hear someone who doesn't listen to the show, like their disbelief of what they're listening to,
Well, eventually I'm going to get
along with the laughs.
eventually, if we have enough backlogged, I'm going to get everybody to pitch in. Like I know Len was probably going to be a little, "Ugh, I don't know if I want to, this might not be fun, but I like the reactions people get from listening to something, especially like you said, who haven't heard the show and don't listen to it regularly. So at any rate, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed this one, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Bye, guys.
If you went through the most incredible metamorphosis and somehow transformed yourself into the best person you're capable of being,
Yeah.
and you and Lisa G, after that metamorphosis took place, were on the top floor of a burning building, and it's just you two, and God told Lisa, I will give you the ability to fly if you kiss John the Stutterer, she would say no.
I know.